welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you my drugstore favorite products, my holy grail drugstore products. So I want to show you stuff in every category. If I have something in every category, if I don't have it in like a specific category, that's because I haven't like found anything to like replace my more high-end products. So that's just that. But I'm going to show you my favorite drugstore makeup today, so I think we can just go ahead and get started. For BB cream, which I do use BB creams like sometimes, and this one is definitely my favorite, like definitely my favorite. This is the Garnier BB cream. Oh, I love it. It is the one for the combination to oily skin version. Don't get the regular one, that is actually really bad. Like that one, the regular one is not good. So get the one for combination oily skin, no matter if you have dry skin or oily skin, because this one is the one that is really good. I love this because it has really good coverage. Right now, and like the last like 2 months, I've had a lot of blemishes and a lot of acne. So my skin has always been very red and have a lot of like pimples and stuff, you know, really pretty. But this one I've really noticed that reduced the redness like crazy and covers all of the pimples that I have. So this one has amazing coverage, but it's so light and easy to use. I always have this one in my makeup bag. And like on the go, I just apply a little bit, like if I don't have any makeup on and I just want to feel a little bit prettier, I just take a little bit of this one and kind of use it as a concealer. Like it's so good. It's the best BB cream I've ever used. Favorite drugstore foundation is definitely the Revlon Colorstay, both the liquid and the whipped version. Right now I just have this one, so I just wanted to show it. But this is the whipped version, but the liquid one is in a similar container to like the MAC Pseudo-Exfoliating Foundation. It is really good, and the whipped version is just amazing. Like I love it. If you can get your hands on the the whipped version from Revlon, you should definitely try it because it's so good. But the reason why I love this foundation is because it lasts so long on my skin. It looks better throughout the day. It is perfection. It covers everything. It makes my pores look small. It's just perfection, and I love it. Then we have concealer, and this one was like so easy. I love this concealer. It's actually my favorite concealer like ever, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I really like it. I have 2 different shades now. I just need this concealer all the time. So this one is in the color 20, which is like a perfect match for like my face. And then I have one in the color 15, which is more of a highlight color. So this concealer is the best one. If you haven't tried it yet, you need to try it. It looks so fresh on the skin. It looks so like dewy and hydrating, and it's amazing, and it covers so well. My favorite concealer ever. And then for powder, this is also like my favorite ever, like high-end, low-end, like whatever. I love this. This is the really beat up Rimmel Stay Matte. It looks so disgusting right now. And I have to admit, I don't like the packaging, but the product inside it, it's so good. But it's the Rimmel Stay Matte Long Lasting Pressed Powder. This powder is like a dream. It's the best setting powder because you can't really see that you have powder on. It's not really one of those really pigmented powders that really just like you can really see on your skin. It's more of like just a setting powder. It really just sets your foundation. So I don't really use this one alone as like a foundation powder because it doesn't cover at all. It just like sets. I will never stop using it. It's my favorite and I love it so much. Then, you know, we have to talk about the contour palette because contour palettes has been like the thing lately. So I just had to share one, and this one is so good. It's the NYX Highlight and Contour Pro Palette. This one is actually one of my favorites, like high-end and drugstore. I really like this one. I really like this one because it works so nice on my skin tone, which I have a light skin, so these really do actually show up like when I highlight with them, and I like that. And these two are 2 highlight colors, and I don't really use this one too often, but the pearly one, like the white one, is really pretty as a highlight. And then we have these brown colors, which I really like these, especially these 3 are so pretty. This one is an amazing contour color, and I love these for like bronzing. And this one is a little bit too dark, so these ones I don't use too much, but all of the other colors I use a lot. So this is just an amazing contour palette. So if you have been wanting to try like the contour and highlight trend, try out this NYX one because it's so easy to use. It's really good quality, and I really like it. I would really recommend it. It is not as creamy as the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, but some people think that one is a little bit too creamy, so you should try out the NYX one if you think that one is a little bit too creamy. So the next category that we have is bronzer, and my favorite drugstore bronzer was really hard, I have to admit. There were a couple of ones that I wanted to show, but my favorite one that works nice like all the time is the NYC Sunny Bronzer. Like this one just always works in my opinion, and it is so cheap. I think this is around like $3 or something like ridiculously like that, but this bronzer is really, really nice. Always works, always looks nice. It's one of those bronzers that you can just always use, and it just always looks nice, and I really like it. It's a matte bronzer, and it's just amazing. And then we have blush, and my favorite drugstore blush, I think all of you guys probably know this, but if you guys don't know this, it's the Milani Baked Blush in the color Luminoso. This is such a popular blush. Like this is really, really popular. Like all YouTubers use this one, but it's like the perfect like peachy, really like peachy, warm, orangey type color with some shimmer to it, and it just looks so pretty. I think if you have a light skin tone, this one is amazing, and also if you have medium, but if you're dark, this one would be too light. But if you have like a lighter skin tone, you would love this one. Love it. My favorite highlight, I have to talk about two, because the first one I'm going to show you now is probably my favorite highlight ever in my life. Like I'm not joking, it's so good. But the other one I just used for years and I just really like. I want to talk about both of them. But the first thing that we have here is game changing. It's so good. It is the sleek contour? No, it's a sleek highlight palette. This highlight palette is the best highlights that I've ever used in my life. I have the one in the color Solstice. The color that I mainly use, and like I would get it just because of this color, is this one. The color right there. And it's so cheap. I love it. And I also love this more yellowy highlight color. It reminds me a lot of MAC Nylon eyeshadow. And the cream shadow here reminds me a lot of What's Up highlight from Benefit. So this is just perfection. Like this color I don't use that much, but it is really, really pretty. Like it's beautiful. And I was thinking that I did not need this palette because I would never use that one. But honestly, you wouldn't really care when you get this. You just need to try it. If there's anything in this video that I really want you guys to go out and get, it's the sleek highlight palette. Like I'm not joking, it's the best. Then the next highlight that we have is the Physisians Formula Shimmer Strip, and this is in the color Vegas Strip. And this one is just my favorite. I love it. Physisians Formula have a lot of different like shimmer strips, but this one is my favorite because it's more like goldeny and more like warm toned, and it's just perfection. It's a little bit weird in the consistency, I have to admit. It is kind of weird. You have to kind of work your brush in it because it's kind of like hard, but it looks amazing on the skin, and it really looks like wet on your skin, and it is beautiful. So if you have the chance to try out the Physicians Formula, I would definitely get this one. For brows, I think you guys all know this, so I don't need to talk about it too much, but it is a NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Favorite eyebrow pencil in the world. I love it more than Anastasia and Urban Decay. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. I will just get it, just try it. And my favorite eyebrow gel is the NYX Control Freak eyebrow gel. This one, it's so good. It just really makes my brows look like so hairy, and like I love it. And also makes my eyebrow like stay in place and really sets them. So this is the best drugstore eyebrow gel. I also really like the Jan Thomas eyebrow gel, but you can only get that one in Norway. So, but if you live in Norway, I would definitely get the Jan Thomas one, but if you live anywhere else, I would get the NYX Control Freak one. Then for eyeshadow base and primer, I love the NYX HD Primer. You guys know that. This is the one that I use today. I use this one a lot of times, and I really like it. So this one is really nice. It's basically the same thing as the Urban Decay Prime Potion. So if you want more of a drugstore version, just try out this one. It's really nice. Then when it comes to eyeshadows, my favorite drugstore eyeshadows are sleek eyeshadows. I actually have 3 palettes, but I couldn't find the other one. But the ones that I can show you right now is the color Storm, which is definitely my most used palette, and actually I like ruined it. So, but this is how it looks like. Beautiful. Like if I could recommend any of the sleek palettes, I would get the Storm one. It's really, really good. I also have this Sunset palette, so this is like perfect if you love like really warm tone eyeshadow, which I really love, obviously. This is just a perfect like warm toned palette, like a sunset palette. So if you haven't tried sleek palettes yet, you need to try them. They're so pigmented and they're really nice and they're really cheap. I would definitely suggest trying these. They're so good. And of course I love my Makeup Geek eyeshadow, but I didn't really know if that is like considered to be drugstore or not, so it was kind of hard to like Is it drugstore? Is it not? But you guys know I love my Makeup Geek eyeshadows too. Then we have my favorite mascara. I didn't really have favorite eyeliner because I mostly use more high-end eyeliners. I don't know why, but I just like them better. But my favorite mascara is the Lash Sensational. This one is like high-end drugstore. My favorite mascara is the Lash Sensational one. It's absolutely the best mascara that I've ever tried before. So I would say this is like the best mascara on the planet. I'm not even joking. I love it. It's so good. I love it so much. It does not flake off at all. It really curls your lashes, makes them have amazing volume, length. As you guys probably know, my lashes are like non-existent. Like they don't really exist. You can't really see them. So this one actually makes my lashes look really nice, so I like this one. So now we only have lip products left. I have one lip liner to talk about. It's the Jordana Easyliner for lips or something like that. But this one is a really good lip liner. I have the color Tawny, and it just works with pretty much every lipstick that I have. I've used it today just really lightly, and it just always works. It's more of that like mauve tone color. It kind of reminds me of Soar from MAC, but just a little bit more like muted down, not as dark, I guess. But this one is so good. I actually like this one more than the MAC one. It's really nice, and it's like soft but not too soft, and also it's also retractable, so I really like that. So this one is just really nice, and it's my favorite drugstore liner. And then we have lipstick. My favorite drugstore lipstick is like, you guys know this if you've been watching my channel for a while, but it's the L'Oreal 235 Nude lipstick. In the States, this one is called Fairest Nude, just so you guys don't get confused. But here in Europe, this one is called 235 Nude. And this is all I have left. I need to go and buy a new one. This is my favorite one. I really like the smell of L'Oreal lipstick, but I know some people don't, but it's the best. Like everyday neutral, best lipstick. If you just want a really good lipstick that just always works. I've used it so much, and I've gone through a lot of these. So my favorite like drugstore liquid lipstick, I haven't really tried too many to be quite honest, but I really like these soft matte lip creams, which is what I have on right now. This is in color London. This is the one that I'm on right now with the Tawny lip liner from Jordana, and I really like it. I know that NYX has come out with some more of these soft matte lip creams, but I haven't tried those, but I think those are supposed to be really good as well. But the soft matte lip creams that they've had for like years are really nice, and this color is like my perfect color. You guys know I like more nude, brown, cool toned colors, and this is just perfect. I also love the color Stockholm, but I think I like the London one a little bit better. The last product that we have here is my favorite lip gloss from the drugstore, and it is the NYX Butter Gloss in the color Creme Brulee. The reason why I chose this one is because this one just always works. It always works. You can use it with any lip color that you have. And it's so comfortable. It's pigmented but not too pigmented. So that is actually it for all of the products that I really love and would highly recommend to you guys from the drugstore. If you have any products from the drugstore you really love and it's like a holy grail product, please comment that in the comment section so we can all see what it is. But these are at least my favorites. So hope you guys liked this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment in the comment section what you thought about the video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!